Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will go through some of my sales for the past 30 days and I will show you what I've been able to sell and especially what are some of the most profitable items I've been able to make some gold with recently. Keep in mind, of course, that I haven't been able to spend a lot of time posting all my different auctions simply because I don't have a lot of time right now, and also because I'm trying to sell these items on 40 different reels. And as you can imagine, it requires a lot of time. So sometimes for even 2 weeks, I'm simply not posting any items on any realm. But still, I think I have some pretty decent sales, and I definitely think it will help you see a little bit what is currently profitable. Okay, so let's start with this realm. As you can see on this realm, I had 3 million gold in sales. And again, as you can see, there are big gaps in terms of my different sales, simply because again, I'm not posting a lot. So here we have some interesting items. The first one that I'm going to mention a lot in today's video are these different items right here, the Crucible Curator's Wingspans. So for those of you who are not familiar with these different items, basically there are some of the different BOEs that you were able to get in Aberrus, and they are part of the priest set. So what's interesting with these different items is the fact that first of all, the appearance in itself is really cool, and you have different coloration for each difficulty. And also, if you're not playing on a priest, but you still want to collect this appearance and use it as a transmog, you will need to learn it through the BOE, because as you can see, the only other items that share these appearances are from the priest set, and only priests can use it. So this is why before the release of patch 10.2, I made a video really encouraging people to buy a lot of these different items in all difficulties, because I knew the value was going to increase a lot, simply because again, these items are extremely good and not a lot of people are currently doing Aberrus. And I was really right, as you will see in the video today. I've been able to sell many of these different items, and on average, I would say I bought all these different shoulders for anywhere between 20 to like 50,000 gold. As you can see here, for instance, I bought 17 of them 57 days ago. So here I already sold 3 of them for 210, 100k, 161,000 gold. As you can see again, we're talking about a huge profit, and you will see I've been able to sell a lot of these during the past 30 days. So next to that, we have some other interesting items. We have, for instance, here one of the new mythic BOEs from the new raid, Amir Jasil. So this one, I believe I bought it for 1 million gold on another realm and sold it back on this realm for 1.7 million gold, so 700,000 gold in profits. And then same with the ring. Then after that, we have a few more interesting items. So first we have a crafted weapon right here. Then we have a lovely dress. This is a cosmetic chest piece. 2 other cosmetic chest piece right here, the red winter clothes. And then we have some really interesting items. So you see here, for instance, these antiseptic soaked dressing. There is one here and one here, sold for 6 and 7,000 gold each. And then you also have the wound dressing and the buckled harness. So what's interesting is the fact that all these different items are things you can buy from vendors inside of different capital cities. So for instance, this one and the antiseptic one are shirts that you can buy from a vendor inside of the old Dalaran for, I believe, 10 gold each. And as you can see, you can then sell them back for easily 10 or even here 15,000 gold. So I always recommend people to go and try to simply buy some of them, because it costs nothing and then you can have them on the auction house. And as you can see, the sell rate is really nice on these different items. So try to do that. It's always a good way to make some additional gold. And then for the different harnesses, you can come just here inside of Orgrimmar, and in the Valley of Honor, as you can see, you will find this vendor Kiro, and you can buy the different harnesses right here. As you can see, I sold many of them for 3,000 gold or more on some of them. So these are some of the main items I've been able to sell on this realm. So let's collect all this gold and let's see how much I've been able to make in terms of profits. And as you can see, I actually haven't spent anything on this realm, so it's 3 millions in profit. Then on this overrealm, as you can see, I have 1 million gold in sales. So here again, I'm going to have some of these interesting items. One of them that I sold for 513,000 gold. Another one for 222,000 gold. Again, keep in mind, I bought all of them for less than 50,000 gold each. And I believe this one was the LFR version, simply because right now it's going to be very difficult to find a group to do the LFR Embers raid. And so as you can imagine, these BOEs are going to be the most expensive ones. So next to these two ones, as you can see, I have another of these lovely dress. Again, really nice cosmetic item to have. Black tuxedo pants, another cosmetic item. Square holders, this one is a crafted cosmetic item. And then we also have the design for the ring bound hourglass. This one I actually probably lost some gold. Probably bought it for 300,000 gold a few months ago and was not able to sell it before that. And as you can see, I lost a little bit on this one. So again, sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some. This is usually what happens when you try to flip items. But anyway, I think these are pretty nice. So let me take all these different sales and let's see how much profit I've been able to make. So 920,000 gold in profit, which is really good. Again, with these different items right here being the most profitable. And as you can see, it was actually the 459 level, which is the normal version of this item that I sold for 500,000 gold. Then on this realm, I only have 400,000 gold. And again, these are mainly these different priest shoulders. So as you can see, one for 190,000 gold and one for 142,000 gold. And here, as you can see, I bought 6 of them 59 days ago for 47,000 gold on average. And then I also sold one of the black tuxedo pants, again, a cosmetic item for 77,000 gold. So let me take these ones and let's see how much profit I was able to make. And in total, 413,000 gold, again, with a lot of profits with these different priest shoulders. On this overrealm, as you can see, I have 737,000 gold. Again, here we have some of these priest shoulders, one for 233 and one for 256,000 gold. Next I also have one of the new BOEs from the new raid. So this one is probably the LFR version. I bought it because it's going to be very similar to the different priest shoulders. And this time it's going to be with the helm for the Death Knight set. So again, if you want to collect this appearance and you're not playing on the Death Knight, you will need to learn it from the BOE. And I already started to see some of these different auctions being extremely cheap when I know people will buy them only to get the appearance. And so this is what happened here. I believe I bought this one for 80,000 gold on another realm and sold it back for 166 here. And next to that, I have one of the crafted sword here, the Fell Steel Longblade. I also have a recipe that you can get inside of our Dragon. This is a cooking recipe. I made a video on this one. It's really easy to get and it sells really well. And then one of the formula for Primal Illusions. So let's take all of these and let's see how much profit I made on this one. And again, I haven't spent anything on this one, so 724,000 gold. Okay, then on this realm, I have 1.1 million gold in sales. So again, here we have a lot of these different priest shoulders, one for 137, two for 142, and one for 270,000 gold. So a lot of nice profit with these different items. Then I also have some of these different tuxedo pants. These are not really profitable right now because I probably bought all of them for 15,000 gold, something like that. But it's still a little bit of profit, which is not too bad. And then, as you can see, I have another one of the helm from the DK set from Amir Jasil. And then one over a lovely dress right here. And a few more items, but nothing too crazy to mention. Here, for instance, this is another crafted item, the Venom River, and a few more things, but that's pretty much it. So let me take all of them and let's see how much profit I've been able to make in total on this realm. So let's take all of that, and in total, I've been able to make 1.1 million, which is really nice. Then on this overrealm, I only have 390,000 gold, and mainly it comes from the lovely red dress and the red dinner suits, two of the cosmetic chest pieces. But here, as you can see, I also spent a lot of gold because I bought some of these different BOEs, the mythic ones for quite a lot of gold. And so as you can see, I spent 3 million gold. So let me take that and let's see how much in total I spent. So 2,700,000 gold from this realm that I need to remove from the profit I made so far. So then on this overrealm, I have 3.6 million gold in sales, and it comes mainly from these two mythic BOEs. So as you can see, this one, it was the plate boots that I bought from this overrealm I mentioned a little bit earlier for 900,000 gold, or like a million gold. So again, quite a lot of profit here. And same with the mask. I believe it was 1.1 million gold. So still 500,000 gold in profits. Then we have one crafted weapon here from Mist of Pandaria. And then we have a few more items, another crafted item here as well. And the tabard of the Lightbringer from the questline for Shadowmoon. So let me take all these different sales and let's see how much profit I made on this one. And on this one, it's 3.2 million, simply because I bought one of these different items before. So still really, really nice profit. Then on this realm, I have 300,000 gold in sales. Again, one of the priest shoulders for 180,000 gold, and then a lovely dress. So let me take that. And here I believe I also add a few things I bought. Yeah, as you can see, I bought for 1.6 million gold in items. And so in total, I'm losing 1.3 million gold on this realm. Then on this realm, I have 412,000 gold. And as you can see, I sold one of the Shroud of Forbidden Magic for 276,000 gold. This is one of the crafted items from Naxxramas. And also a Tibu Scorching Straight Sword, the version from Battle for Azeroth. So in total, 412, and I don't believe I spent anything on this realm, or just a little bit for these shoulders, as you can see. So 382 in profits. Then on this realm, we have 641,000 gold, 256 from one of the priest shoulders, 116 from one of the lovely dress, and then the rest is from the lamented items from Naxxramas in order to craft tier 3. So let's take all of that. And as you can see, it's 641 profit. Then on this realm, I have 500,000 gold in sales. And as you can see, I have a few of these different priest shoulders. So here I'm still buying some of them because again, for instance, here, these are the LFR version, and now 100,000 gold is actually really good because they do sell for up to 300,000 gold easily. And as you can see, before that, I bought some of them for 48,000 gold on average and sold, for instance, here for 256,000 gold. So a lot of really nice profits. Then I have this tabard of the Lightbringer for 100,000 gold. And then a few more things, but nothing too interesting to mention. So let me take all of that and let's see how much profit I was able to make. And in total, it's 245,000 gold, simply because I bought also a mythic version of these shoulders for 230,000 gold recently. Then after that, I have a few sales here and there on 40 different realms. So I'm not going to show you all of them because it's not that interesting. But what I want to do is show you all the other sales that I've been able to make when it comes to these different priest shoulders, because these are the most interesting items by far for me for this month. So for instance, here on this realm, I sold 4 of them for 636,000 gold. And as you can see, sometimes I bought some of them for 45,000 gold each. Then for instance, on this one, I have 2 more for 190,000 gold and 142,000 gold. Then on this realm, I just have one of them for 157,000 gold. So over the last 30 days, I've been able to sell for over 13.5 million gold worth of items. And when removing the amount of gold I spent in order to buy some of these different items, in total, I made 9.6 million gold in profits. Now, what I really want to highlight are all the different numbers around the shoulders, because again, this is the item that I really want to highlight in today's video, simply because this is a really, really good market. So in total, I sold 26 of these different shoulders, and it was basically 4.9 million gold in sales. Then when removing the 50k that I invested on average for each of these different shoulders, it means 1.3 million. I end up at 3.6 million gold in profit just by flipping these different shoulders. So on average, it means that they will sell for 189,000 gold. And in my case, it means that I made 139,000 gold of profit on average with each of these different shoulders. So again, you have a few items that will be similar to these different shoulders. The first one that I mentioned already in today's video is the headpiece for the Death Knight set from Amir Josil, simply because again, this is a really, really nice item, and probably after the end of Dragonflight, you will be able to sell them very, very well because people will simply want to get these different appearances, and the BOE is the only source for that. And then you also have the same Death Knight help, but this time from the Vault of the Incarnates, and this is this one right here, the Great Helm of Orn Fury. So again, this is an item that right now is still selling for quite a lot of gold. I've been able to sell some of them for more than 500,000 gold, and trust me, you will be able to make some gold if you manage to get your hands on some of them. Now, a really important thing to keep in mind is the fact that with patch 10.3 or something like that, basically we will get the fated raids. So it means that you will be able to go back to all the different raids from Dragonflight, and like that, it means that a lot of these different BOEs are going to be back on the market. So probably it means that I wouldn't recommend you to invest too much in the normal, heroic, mythic items that are from these different raids, simply because again, there's going to have way more items available after the end of patch 10.2. But for when it comes to LFR items, I would say it's still pretty safe overall. So this is definitely something you can still invest in. And also right now, as again, this next patch is not going to be before a few weeks or at least a few months, you can still definitely invest in some of them if you find some really interesting opportunities. And especially these different shoulders are still on some realm selling for really nothing. So you can still manage to get your hands on some pretty good deals if you get them in time. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you all a great day. Bye.